Okay, so today's sample is some horse butt nuggets. My horse did a lovely fresh manure dump for me. Dump yesterday. And so I grabbed it and I was like, I'm going to look in a microscope. And one of the first things I saw was a nematode, a really awesome nematode, which I thought was really cool. And I found a bunch of stuff that I can't identify and a bunch of stuff that I could. So here are the videos that I took from my microscope. All right, so this is one of the first things that I saw when I was doing my manure scan. So this right here, I think it's a bacterial feeding nematode. And the reason I think that is it's got this terminal bulb right here. And then I also noticed a median swelling. So the focus isn't great, but you can kind of see a median swelling there. The other thing is that it has a fairly short, narrow mouth with a parallel mouth structure here, but I do feel like there's a little bit of a spear. So it could just be the focus, but again, I think that this might be a bacterial feeder. And interestingly enough, so here you can see the parallel mouth structure here. It doesn't have ornate lips though, which is quite typical of a bacterial feeder, and this is quite rectangular, so it might actually be an omnivore, which would be pretty cool as well. Right, so here we have cellulose, which is really interesting because this is plant material that has gone through a heating cycle. So basically, it turns into this curly ringlet. And also down the bottom here, or you can see here, is a little zoomy guy, a ciliate, I'm guessing, but they're really, really hard to focus on. Although he is moving really quickly, and you'll see later on that there are some really quick moving things that I'm not entirely sure what they are. I was trying to focus on him there. But yeah, the cellulose, so this is organic material, plant material that has been heated. So that would be in the digestive tract of the horse. And it creates this nice curly kind of ringlet look. This is a 400x total magnification. But it's pretty clear to see these guys, the cellulose particles, even in the 4x. So I saw it and I was like, oh, cool, because I haven't seen it before. Obviously, none of the samples that I've looked at yet have been heated enough, but obviously, our horse's digestive system will get this hot enough to turn into this curly ringlet. So pretty awesome to see. There were a few of these in here, not harmful at all, they're just organic matter. Right, next up, I'm not entirely sure what this is. I kind of scroll through the focus here, but I think it might be an egg, like an egg sac, but I don't know. It's a weird shape, so this is definitely something that I'll have to identify further. I feel like it might be like an egg sac that's already hatched because of the go away because of this little section here. Kind of looks like something might have popped out of there. But yeah, plenty of organic matter inside it, which is confusing. It could be like a cyst or something, but definitely not sure on this one. Maybe it's just a piece of organic matter. Maybe it's like a seed coat. That could actually be another hypothesis because of all the organic matter inside it. Now, I do think I found another egg, so let me just keep going. Hopefully, you can see. Oh, this is a worm, I think. Oh, look at this. I don't know what this is. Well, I think it's a worm, but it's got like these little round things all over it. And I don't know if those are eggs or what. Like, this thing is so weird. Or maybe it is organic matter. It's just so hard to tell, but I think it's a worm. Um, and yeah, I'd be interested in finding out more about this little guy as well because I was like, whoa, very pretty. Um, and I think it's this right here is organic matter. So don't think that that's anything to do with the worm. But yeah, like these little egg things I've never seen in any of my courses, eggs or ornamentation or some such. Maybe actinobacteria, but I really don't. Nah. Because these tiny, tiny, tiny little dots here is like 1 micrometer. That's the size of a bacterium. So I would expect these to be closer to that. So each of these little dots is probably what, like 2 micrometers diameter. Um, so yeah, new friend, new foe. Who's to know? All right, next one. Let's see what this is. Oh, I think this is an egg here. Because it's got, you can almost see the little worm in it, right? And so maybe that's like about to hatch. But I think potentially egg. I'm gonna go egg. um, and it's got like lots of little organelles inside it. Terrible focusing again. I think in the video itself, I had zoomed in. Can I zoom in on this? No. But yeah, I reckon if we go about here, no, where's the part of the inside that's in focus? Hello, focus. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see what I was going for. This little section here might be the worm trying to, quite develop. So this would hatch in the next couple of days, I would think. You can even see it moving. Look, you can see it moving inside. Crazy. Really cool. There weren't that many of these in there, to be fair. Oh, this is, I think, a fungal spore, but I'm not entirely sure again. So again, I go through the focus because I'm not sure. It could be fungal spore, could be maybe pollen or something. I don't know why there would be a fungal spore inside my horse's digestive tract. Although he has been eating like grass that's kind of old. It's like at the end of its life cycle. Then over here, I zoom over and I think that this is another egg. It's got kind of the wormy shape in it. And yeah, I mean, I'm semi confident that that's an egg, and I think this is a spore. Um, just based on the color as well. So spores are often darker in color. And then I'll zoom up and I saw another spore as well. Just looking for it. This is all at 400x magnification. So kind of a little bit harder to find the little dudes. There we go. So here, this seems like another one. That is a big chunk of organic matter. You can see the different cells in there, the cell wall. So he hasn't broken it down completely. This is probably grass or lucerne or something like that. All right, who else have we got? Oh, if this is the zoomy things, this is what I'm really interested in. This is probably going to give you travel sickness to watch it. Just trying to locate them at first. We had some there. Do you see that? Oh my god. So fast. These little guys are like super fast, and there were a bunch of them. I'm wondering if maybe they're rotifers. I don't know if a rotifer would survive in a digestive pause it. So like they just look like a streak, and it was near impossible to get focus on them. But there were definitely a few of them. I was hoping to follow them around. See, look at them, crazy little beans. They're so fast. I was hoping to follow them around and see one get like stuck into an aggregate. Yeah, up there as well. And like be able to stop and look at it, but I didn't have the opportunity to do that. So, yeah, pretty interesting. They almost turn into like multi-cell, but maybe that's just the camera lagging. So I had a great time kind of following them around, trying to get any sort of sense of what they are. I didn't get a sense of what they were in the end. See, look, little guy. Oh my god, so fast. Here's a little something trying to feed on that aggregate, or maybe it's just the. See? And they kind of bump into each other. There's just no way that I can really see what that is. Potentially they're just like a fly larva or something. I don't know how fast fly larvae go, but it's really fun to follow them around. See, look, he just like chills looking for stuff. And at some points I felt like I could see a flagellum, but yeah, really, really difficult to ID these guys given how fast they are. So that was that. And then what have we got here? Oh, here. Oh, this guy zooming past. Look at him. Look at them. They're so fast. I thought this was one of them, kind of getting stuck into something. Um, and I think I come back to him. Where did it go? So we can see here. One of them has anchored itself in, and here's another one that's kind of chilling. But see how it goes like weirdly long and still kind of attached in the middle? Super weird. And then when it's had enough, it just like zooms away. Super interesting to see. Like there is so much activity and there's so many of them just zooming around. It's awesome. Um, so yeah, this is my first time looking at horse manure and lots to learn, lots of really interesting things. So I'll probably revisit this video once I have had a bit more experience. Maybe I'll talk to some people who know what they're talking about, show them these videos, and come back and update it with what they might be. Either way, really, really interesting. And it was a really fun exercise. So I'm stoked that I have the opportunity to do this kind of thing now. Oh, and the other thing as well is that I really look forward to taking another sample in maybe like a month or so from my horse because he was wormed, I don't know, about a month ago. So I didn't see many eggs and many worms. But it'll be interesting to see what comes up in the future.